Our next speaker and writer, Art Spiegelman, grew up in Queens and graduated from Manhattan High School of Art and Design. He prides himself for having created the Garbage Pail Kids. He's also a Pulitzer Prize-winning comic memoir, Mouse. And you'll notice one of his creations right now. Please step up.
I felt so proud to be able to do the picture that's on these tote bags and on the t-shirts that are at the Strand to celebrate this. It was sort of as great an honor as having a show at the MoMA, you know, to be able to have something that was one of the monuments to the city embrace and accept me. It's the first time I've ever allowed that Mao's head to be associated with something other than its own work and its own book. But it seems so appropriate here since so many of the books that are on the shelf that ended up informing that work, Mao's, were found here. And in some ways, that book and all of the other books I made were found as part of like the Strand stupor that I fall into as a result of surfing the Strand, which is similar to surfing the web but more dimensional. So that while wandering around here just the other day, I found out from lifting up one book that Picasso made Gertrude Stein sit for him 80 times for that weird portrait he made of her, before finally redoing it without looking at her. And then wandered over and found out that Virgil Parch's earliest cartoons really look indistinguishable from Picasso's of 20 years earlier. Then finding out that David Markson, whose pulp novel, Epitaph for a Deadbeat, I found here very recently, was also a highfalutin literary author. And when mentioning it to Richard, who works at the Strand, finding out that naturally David Markson's been coming here every day for 20 years or more, culling material for his books. Another speaker who you'll be hearing from soon, Pete Hamill, wrote a book not that long ago called Downtown, in which he makes a real case for what's special about New York City and downtown that has to do with the relentless change that everything goes through, so that you can't go like that famous river that you can't step into twice. Anywhere you walk in New York City is different each time you walk down the street. So he makes a case for a kind of tough-minded nostalgia, one that makes you kind of hard-boiled remember what was there once before. And I'm just grateful that the Strand isn't something I have to remember, that it's still here, and for that, thanks for celebrating with me.